Hello everyone, I'm Chad Wilson, and this is a video about the elevator pitch, which is required for ENGI 2304. I may not be your specific instructor, but I'm the director of the program, so you're probably required to watch this, even for a different instructor. So your elevator pitch really is the thing that you would say when you get in the elevator. Let's say you get in the elevator on the 4th floor and there happens to be a recruiter there, and he says, "Oh, you're going to the career fair?" And you say, "Well, yeah. Who do you work for?" And then you've got until you get to the bottom. Okay, you hit floor 1. You've got until you get to the bottom to explain yourself or to give your recruitment spiel, your pitch for yourself to that person. So this is in the requirements. It says 45 seconds to 75 seconds, and then it gives you a template script, but that script may end up being a little longer. You may have to cut it down a little bit. So 45 to 75 seconds, around a minute. That's the point. It should be around a minute. A little bit above or below that is fine. So the elevator pitch should cover a few things, like it talks about in the policy statement. It should talk about yourself, your skills, and why you're interested in that company, but you want to bring it around to yourself. That's really what you want to do. And then at the end, you can say, "Hey, would you like to see my resume?" Okay, or would you mind? I said that very, very casually. It should really be, if you wouldn't mind, would you like to take a look at my resume to see how my skills match up with what your company is looking for? So it should be a little formal, but it should also be conversational. What I don't want you to do is to read from a script. Okay, don't just read from a script. It should be like you're talking to the audience itself, which is the camera. And notice here that even as I'm looking here, I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at the camera, not the screen, which is actually over here. If I was looking at the script, if I'm looking at myself, it would look like this, which looks like I'm not looking at the camera. I'm actually looking at the camera itself, which on my phone is where the little green dot is. So you should not be reading. Okay, and notice too that I'm standing. For all the presentations for this class, you want to be standing. Now you may not have a tripod and a ring light like what I have here. That's okay. You can just set it on some books. You can, set it on a lamp. You can have it coming up to film you. It doesn't really matter, but you should be standing. Standing gives you a lot more enthusiasm, and you can probably tell the difference between this video where I'm talking right now and my previous short videos where I am sitting. In those sitting videos, I'm not nearly as animated because I can't get all the gestures. And even in the ones where I'm walking and I'm holding a selfie stick, I can't get as animated as I can here. Okay, now the point is not to be bouncing around. The point is you can use gestures to talk. And it makes you seem much more personable, more engaged, more enthusiastic. And you want to appear enthusiastic, especially about yourself. You should be your favorite topic. And I'm joking, but really, you need to show that you are the right person for that job. And you should be excited about you for that job. Okay? If you're not excited about you in that role, then they're not going to be excited about you in that role. So this should be something that you can actually use at the career fair. So at the career fair, you could approach a recruiter and give this 1-minute elevator pitch of yourself, and then ask them to take a look at your resume. So you're not going to be able to read from a script. Okay, so you shouldn't have a physical script, and you should not be just looking at your computer. For none of the presentations in this class, so none of them, do I want you to do it like the screen on screen with your PowerPoint and you on the computer. No, I want to see you. I want you to be standing. This is for all the presentations. If I were doing an actual presentation, what I would, for this class, okay, this isn't giving a presentation in a different class, only for this class, I would have my laptop set on the couch behind me so you can see, and then I would, or down here, and I would press the button to change the slides. And that's perfectly fine, okay? I do not want to see you sitting. I do not want to have you staring at your computer screen. I'm using my phone to take the video, but my computer is actually down here. And if I were going to look at the computer, I would have to do like this. And that's okay to pause at various points so that you can look at things, okay? If I had my computer behind me, I would pause and take a look to make sure I was on the right slide, take a look at something I had on the screen. And that's fine. We don't need to be able to see the PowerPoint slides perfectly because we're gonna have those separately. All right, so your elevator pitch, you're going to record it 1 minute, post it to YouTube, and make sure when you post it to YouTube, you post it as unlisted or public. I don't care. If you want to make it public, that's perfectly fine, but unlisted is fine too. And then post the link to the discussion board and in a Word document to the assignments tab. Okay, it needs to be in both. The assignments tab, that's where I'm going to get it and copy it and paste it and watch it and grade it. The discussion board, because that's where your peer review team is going to watch it. So once you post, then you're going to be required to review 2 of your peer review team members' elevator pitches. So you're going to click on their post and you're going to copy it and paste it and watch their elevator pitch. And then you're going to write a 1-paragraph critique about what they did well and what they could still work on. You're going to do this for 2 members of your team. These are short critiques, 1 paragraph each. Put it in a single Word document and post it back to the assignments tab as well as to the discussion board posts. And you can just copy the text and put it in the discussion board post. The point though is to get it back to the person doing the elevator pitch so that they can get your feedback. So they can know, okay, this is what I did well, this is what I didn't do well. Now this is 1-paragraph critiques, not the full presentation critiques that you're going to be doing for the TED Talk as well as the Code of Ethics presentations. Those are 2-page critiques. This is much shorter, okay? So make sure you stand. Don't read from a script. Try to make it more conversational. Post it to YouTube as unlisted, okay? If you put it as private, I'm not gonna be able to see it. So unlisted, and then critique 2 other members and post that both to the discussion board and the assignments tab. All right, good luck.